My second question is, so Mr. Miles Guo has presented many details relating to his 5-year legal fight with Pacific Alliance Asia Opportunity Fund. This case has shown the CCP's unprecedented infiltration into the U.S. judicial and justice system. Mr. Miles Guo has said that the worst is yet to come. What is your view on the potential outcome of this case? Are you confident that justice will prevail?
You know, so many of the law firms are so corrupted because of their involvement with the CCP through offices in Hong Kong and in Beijing. You know, so many of our law firms are compromised. I think a big part of the Department of Justice is compromised. This is why from the Higginbotham situation, the justice, you've really never seen any follow-up to it. So, no, I think we have a huge problem. I think we have a huge problem with the U.S. attorneys. I think we have a huge problem with the Department of Justice. I think we have a huge problem throughout the legal system. And the reason we have a problem is the money that's being spent for these major white shoe law firms that are, to me, most of them are all compromised working for the Chinese Communist Party. This is why you see this outpouring of support among the corporations and the elites for the Beijing Olympics. These guys are all on the payroll. You know, most of the lobbyist firms and the big law firms somehow have some sort of relationship directly either the Chinese Communist Party or state-owned industry, which is really just a proxy for the Chinese Communist Party. So I think what amazes me about Miles is how many lawsuits he fights, of which even I say, Miles, I don't know why you're fighting that one. He fights and he wins. I mean, he's bound and determined he will not give up on any of this. This latest one, and you see where they had to change out the judge eventually, who's, I guess, been ruling against Miles every step of the way, even said they had to get rid of this lawyer because of being compromised. Now, the major law firms in this country are many of the major law firms are definitely compromised because of their financial relationships with globalist corporations that are in business with the Chinese Communist Party or directly with the Chinese Communist Party or with state-owned industries or companies that are heavily controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. These people are associated with. So definitely it's compromised because of money. And that's what the infiltration and what we used to call influence peddling of the Chinese Communist Party is everywhere. Let's go back to what Miles is really first known as and came to the awareness of the American people was really in a broader sense when he went after H&A. And his interview was pulled on Voice of America, but he went after H&A. All the American major financial institutions, Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, everybody that was in business with H&A at the time, before it went bankrupt, which Miles said it had to go bankrupt, and that burden fell on the Chinese people. Look at all the law firms associated with that. So no, Miles he's been fighting a very noble fight, I think, against this for many, many years. So no, I would not have. I think that the justice system, because of the law firms, has definitely been infiltrated by the Chinese Communist Party here in the United States.